So this is a continuation of our previous video where we ask a question and the question goes this way. In case you've not seen it, please do where to check it out. Why do some of us continue to love so hard even when we feel unseen, unheard, and unloved in return? Like, what makes us ignore the emptiness, the starvation, the loneliness, and keep hoping while turning the pen inward and asking ourselves if we are the ones failing at love? And we really see some of the deep causes that can be promoting this kind of love, and we also talked about them, right? So in today's video we are talking about how to rise from one-sided love and find yourself again. My name is Wendy Fresh. Welcome to my channel. This place is all about you becoming your highest self, which involves growth, healing, and manifestation. And I'm promising you that you are going to love it here. So if you are yet to be a subscriber, do wait to hit the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss a video. And before I continue, I want to pause and say this. If you have spent years giving your heart to people who never, return the same love, if you have stayed, blamed yourself, made excuses, and waited for something to change, but nothing really changed, right? I want to really say that I sympathize with you, and I want you to know that this video is for you. Like, healing doesn't mean that you stop loving. It doesn't mean that you suddenly become cold. It means that you learn how to love yourself. You learn how to care for yourself. You learn how to honor yourself just as deeply as you have done for everyone else. So let's really discuss about it. The first point here is that you start seeing it for what it is. Let me tell you something. You can never heal from what you are still justifying, from what you are still protecting. If you are still saying, maybe if I was more attractive, maybe if I was more patient, more calmer, and more smarter, right? You will never see that it wasn't you. It was never you. You get from a place of hope, from a place of love, from a place of longing, but you were pouring into someone who never poured back in return. And that isn't love. That is imbalance. Call it what it is. You don't have to keep carrying the shame and the guilt anymore. And here's the second point. Remember, your worth isn't measured by how much you can give. You don't have to prove yourself by how much you can give, by how much you can endure, by how much you can burn, by how much you can grind. Love doesn't ask you to shrink. Like, real love doesn't ask you to chase. It doesn't ask you to overfunction. It doesn't punish you for having needs. It doesn't go silent when you are hurting. I want you to say this to yourself. I am worthy. I am enough, right? Even when I'm not fixing anyone, even when I'm not pleasing or over functioning, I deserve a love that shows up, not the one I have to chase, not the one I constantly have to prove myself or act to please my partner. See, you don't need to do more to be worthy. You are not hard to love. You are not hard to love at all. You have just been trying to get love from people who don't really know how to give it. And that doesn't mean you are unworthy or you are unfortunate or you are unlucky. It just means that you have not met the right people yet. And they are going to come. They are obviously going to come. And here's the third point. Let go of who you hope they will become. This is the hardest part, but also the most freeing, right? Sometimes we don't fall in love with who someone is. We fall in love with who we believe they would become. We hold on to their potentials. We hold on to the sweet moments they gave us at the beginning. We hold on to the promises, the one days, and the feeling that if we just hang in there, they will finally change. But here's the truth. You have been in love with the version of them you hope would show up, not the one who is showing up, not the inconsistent one, not the dramatic one, not the manipulating one. And while that kept you going, while that hope kept you going, it also kept you stuck waiting for them to call, stuck explaining your worth, stuck believing that if you can just give a little more of your time, a little more understanding, a little more patient, a little more of, grinding, they had finally see you and love you the way that you deserve or the way you want to be loved. But love isn't about holding on to someone's potential. It's about being met, being loved and being seen the way you are, just the way you are. I mean, right now. And here's the fourth one. Go back to where it started. Go back to its root. Ask yourself gently, when did I learn that love means giving more than I get? Who taught me that being needed is the same as being loved? What part of me still believe that I have to end connection, I have to end affection, like I have to end love? You might cry, you might feel anger, but that is okay. That is your heart finally speaking after being quiet for so long. That part is really necessary. This is you understanding the root cause so that you can navigate your journey with compassion, love, and with clarity. Healing starts by listening to the version of you who never felt fully seen, not by anyone else, maybe not even by you. And when you give yourself the opportunity to sit and to trace back, to understand what is actually happening, you kind of connect, right, with the pieces part of you that has been scattered by a lot of things, all of them trying to survive. You kind of unite with them all, and that is what wholeness looks like. And here's the fifth one. Set boundaries that keep you close to yourself. Boundaries aren't about pushing people away from your life. A lot of people are scared of creating boundaries because they're afraid of being alone. They're afraid of chasing everybody away, and right now they're just alone. No, boundaries are about protecting yourself. They are about keeping yourself safe. So start with small clear truths like, I'm allowed to walk away from what drains me. I don't have to explain why I need space. Like, I don't have to justify why I need that, right? If it's costing me my peace, like if it's costing me my peace, then it's too expensive. I can't afford it. I can't buy it. You don't need to stay where you are constantly trying to prove yourself. You are allowed to leave rooms where love looks like a performance, where love looks like, over giving, over functioning, and chasing. You are allowed to walk away from such relationship, from such rooms, for your own peace of mind. And here is the number 6, like the point 6. Turn the love back inward. You have given a lot out. You've given a lot of energy, a lot of love, a lot of chasing, a lot of grinding, a lot of explanations. Right now, it is time for you to return all of them back inward. You understand? Return the whole energy, the whole care, the whole honor, the whole loyalty back to yourself. Like, run about and don't feel guilty. Say no and don't explain. Rest and don't apologize for it. Cry and let it cleanse you. You are not selfish for choosing yourself. You are not cold for choosing to walk away from one-sided love. You're finally returning back to the version of you who has been patiently, quietly waiting for her to be seen. And that is what real transformation looks like. Here is the final word. You don't have to prove yourself by suffering. You don't have to prove your love by suffering. You were not created to bleed quietly for love. You were not sent here to end affection through your own depletion. Love in its truest form wouldn't ask you to chase, it wouldn't ask you to shrink or to suffer. It will meet you, right? It's gonna meet you not when you overdo, not when you overfunction, not when you kind of chase, but when you return back to yourself. And I want to leave you with this word, right? You are worthy of love that is consistent. You are worthy of love that is whole, love that is balanced. It has been repeating, it has become a pattern to you, doesn't mean that it should continue. That is always how you've been treated in love. Like you've always overfunctioned, overgave, over explain. Doesn't mean that it should continue. I know a lot of times when we've become so used to over functioning, over giving, over explaining, chasing, even peace, feeling still, right? Stillness can feel so boring, can feel so uncomfortable, but that is a process you have to let yourself learn. That is the kind of healing you have to let yourself go through, because you are worthy of a love that is whole. It's a pattern for you, it's a routine for you, it is something that your body's already used to. Doesn't mean it should continue that way. And a lot of times we feel like if we stop doing it this way, if we stop acting this way, how are we going to be loved? Who is going to see us? Who is going to pick us? Who is going to validate us? Because we've allowed a lot of fear to rule our life. We've allowed a lot of fear to be ingrained into us through upbringing, through what is going on, through experiences and interpretations we've given ourselves, through self-imposed limiting beliefs. But hey, you can unlearn all of that. You can heal again. You can become again because you are worthy of wholeness. You are worthy of every good thing. You deserve every good thing. I'm telling you, it's not for some people, it's for everybody. If only you let yourself receive it. So thank you for staying tuned to the end of this video. If this message really resonated well with you, I want you to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to share this video with someone you know that really would appreciate it, with someone you love dearly. And don't forget, you are worthy of a love that is whole. See you in the next video. Bye bye.